Assalamualaikum and hi students. Now we will proceed for the next chapter of the information system. Chapter 7 is about e-commerce systems. The learning outcomes of this chapter, you should be able to describe the overview and basic concept of e-commerce, identify the revenue models of e-commerce, examine the benefits and disadvantage of using e-commerce, identify the categories of e-commerce, understand the e-commerce mechanism, define a marketplace and its components, identify several applications of e-commerce for organization, and last is define social commerce and its application. For definition of e-commerce and e-business, so actually there are many definitions of e-commerce. Okay, so like first is based on Turban in 2012. E-commerce is electronic commerce is the process of buying, selling, transferring or exchanging products, service and or information via computer networks, that mostly the internet and intranet. Okay, so and another definition of e-commerce based on the Loudon and Trevor in 2011. E-commerce is the use of the internet and the World Wide Web to transact business. Okay, so actually, and there are many other definition of e-commerce, but in general, we could define e-commerce as electronic financial transaction that conducted through online network such as internet, intranet, and also extranet. Okay, so sometimes people confuse between definition of the e-commerce and also e-business. So actually, for when we want to compare between the e-commerce and e-business, actually for e-commerce, the definition where it focuses on the electronic financial transaction. Okay, but for the e-business, actually the definitions are broader in its scope and also activities. So we can define that e-business is different with e-commerce. Yeah, so the e-business is all transaction including financial, business process, information sharing, and collaboration between business and individual that conducted over online networks. In this figure, we can see clearly the differences between the e-commerce and also e-business. Okay, so from here we can see that e-commerce actually is one of part from the e-business. E-commerce mainly about the electronic financial transaction between the organization and also the customer. But for e-business, business is inclusive. Okay, inclusive of online business process. So e-commerce is one part inside in the e-business. So this is inclusive of online business process, information sharing, and also collaboration between the business and also the customer. There are several key concepts that are associated with the e-commerce. Okay, so among the major concepts are e-commerce organizations and electronic markets. So depending on the degree digitalization on the product, process and delivery, so most e-commerce organization can be divided into either virtual e-commerce or partial e-commerce. Okay, so for this virtual e-commerce actually is organization that conduct their business activities solely on the web with no physical store. Okay, so maybe you can the example of this business activities, like the maybe Amazon, Booking.com, Agoda, right? And then AirAsia.com. What else? Google. Okay, so that is the example of the virtual e-commerce business. Okay, so and another major e-commerce concept, the second one is a brick and mortar organization. So for this one, this organization is exists only physically, where all transactions are conducted at the physical location. Okay, so face to face, and the product or service are exchanged physically with money or other physical payment instruments such as a check or coupon. But actually, this organization, in over the time, some of this company also began incorporating the online element, for their business, like such as like online marketing, or maybe also the online payment, right? So this type of organization known as a click and mortar organization. Okay, so brick and mortar organization only have the physically transaction, this organization is exist physically, but when they merge their business with the online e-commerce, with the online marketing and online payment and anything, so this type of organization known as the click and mortar organization, not brick and mortar organization anymore. Okay, so and the online location where the online transaction take place is known as the electronic market or e-marketplace. So this is the difference between e-commerce, e-business, and e-marketplace. E-marketplace is the online location, the online location where the online transaction take place. So this is the e-marketplace. Okay, so this is about the click and mortar organization that I have mentioned before. Okay, so this is the definition of click and mortar organization. Okay, click and mortar organization that incorporate some online element such as online marketing or website in order to expand their market share and increase the sale, which serve as additional activities on top of the existing physical store. Meanwhile, for the e-marketplace is the online location where buyers and seller meet to exchange goods, services, information, or money, and be it a transactional website or electronic storefront, intranet, and also extranet. Loden and Trevor in 2011 list several business, technology, and society trends in e-commerce that they expect will materialize in the next few years. So the major trend in e-commerce, the first is the emergence of the social e-commerce based on social network. Like we can see today's all of the people already do some social e-commerce using the Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and any social media platform. And also the continuous growth of social media application, okay, such as Facebook and Twitter, and now is Instagram. Instagram. And then the challenge to traditional marketing and advertising media by search engine marketing, okay. And then also increase in social and mobile advertising, the broadening of online demographic with the rapid growth among teens and older adults. Okay, and then the growth of e-commerce offerings, the ascendance of mobile computing over the PC platforms, Decrease in bandwidth prices as technologies improve, expansion of cloud computing and web services, and the rise of real-time advertising. Okay, and next is the explosive growth in social network resulting in more privacy challenges, increased consumption of data, and last one is worsening internet security and invasion of personal privacy. This is a figure for types of e-commerce revenue models. Okay, so by creating online presence, organizations aiming to generate income or revenue from their e-commerce application. Okay, so actually the revenue model specifically describe different techniques that use in generating income from the publisher websites. Okay, so this is the common technique that used for the e-commerce revenue models. There are 6 common techniques. So the first one is sales. Sales is the common revenue model for most e-commerce sites. Okay, so example like the AirAsia.com, AirAsia.com. So they're generating income from its air ticket fares and also the related services, like they sell their merchandise in their websites. And also another example is MPH bookstores that selling books through its website, or maybe like the example of the consultancy company that also generating revenue from its online consultancy services. Okay. Second one is transaction fees. So for these transaction fees, example is the companies receive the revenue in the form of commission earned based either on the volume of the transaction. So when the higher the volume, so the higher the transaction fees, or fee per transaction that conducted through the website. Example like when you want to selling a property. So there are about maybe a 2 ringgit transaction fee charge upon each successful fund transfer transaction. Or another example is Maps online banking, or maybe eBay, that may earn a percentage of the transaction fee from each successful transaction that made by the seller. And then the third one is the subscription fees. So for this one, the customer would have to pay a fixed amount of fees either monthly or yearly. So the example is like when UMP subscribe publisher journals. So you can freely download the journals from the Elsevier example or Springer example, because UMP already paid the subscription fee to that publisher. So sometimes maybe when you want to download some journals that from the publisher that UMP did not subscribe it, so that's why you cannot download it freely. So that is example of the subscription fee. Another one is advertisement fees. Okay, so for this advertisement fee, the publisher could generate extra income by allocating some advertisement space on the websites for other companies to place their banner or advertisement, and then in return for some fees. A major percentage of Yahoo and also the Google's yearly income is generated from this advertisement fee. So, and also some of smaller companies and bloggers also can generate their income based on this advertisement fees. Okay, another one is affiliate fees. So this method actually is becoming increasingly popular, especially with the blogger. The commission would be paid to the companies for referring customers to other websites when they have clicked on banner advertised on the publisher site. So the differences between advertisement fee and affiliate fees is for advertisement fees, they only can put the advertisement only, but for affiliate fees, the customer can click that advertised banner in the publisher side. So this fee, the affiliate fee, includes cost per 1,000 impression, CPM, cost per click, and cost per action. Among the popular service provider, the platform that use this affiliate fee is the Google AdSense. Google AdSense and Amazon.com, and another example, yeah, for affiliate fees. Okay, and the last one is other fees. So for these other fees, companies could also earn by charging a one-time fee to the user. Example like when you want to play online game, or maybe you're watching a live streaming, live stream. So for another, some of the TV channel that you can watch the live stream if you already paid the fee, one-time fee for this channel. Okay, so that is example of type of e-commerce revenue method. This is some of the benefit of e-commerce. Okay, so we can see here there is can make a global reach, yeah? And then ubiquity. Ubiquity is like the customer can shop at any time and at their convenience from any place as long as they are connected to the internet. Okay, so they would not be constrained by the store's opening hours and location. Okay, you can order from any place and any moment. Okay, just the communication can also be carried out from any location. Okay, and also the benefit is cost reduction, a source of unique items. Sometimes we can find unique items in internet, but we cannot find it in the physical store. Yeah. So I also buy a unique item in internet like a Shopee or Lazada, that I cannot find in physical store. And then information availability, cheaper product or services. Yeah. As the fact that sometimes the product is more cheaper when you buy online compared that you buy in the store. So this is some of the benefit for the e-commerce. Okay, so this next is about the after we know the benefit of the e-commerce, now we already have to know what is the limitation of the e-commerce. So the first thing is about the security concerns, and also the internet bandwidth that may be not insufficient, and also not all items are suitable for e-commerce, and most of the customer also like to touch and feel the product first before they buy. So they can do it in the store, but when they want to buy online, they cannot do it, especially like when you want to buy some clothes maybe. So like me, I'm comfort if for the clothes I like to buy in store, because I can try it first and then I can see is it comfort with me this clothes or not, or maybe is it the clothes is can match or maybe suitable for me or not. Yeah. And also the limitation is about the customer resistance to change, cannot change if you already buy the product and you cannot change. Yeah, that is the some of limitation of the when you want to buy a product online. Yeah. And then high e-commerce startup costs, a lack of critical mass, and customer prefer personal selling skills. There are many ways to categorize the type of e-commerce. So the most common method is through market relationship, who is selling and to whom. So the major types of e-commerce are, the first one is business to consumer. So this type of e-commerce involves a retail transaction between business, okay, and also the individual consumers. So B2C, this B2C e-commerce is also known as e-tailing. So usually the product catalog are displayed on the website for consumer to browse and choose the type of product or services they would like to buy. Okay, and second one is B2B. So for this B2B, business to business, this is the largest form of online business transaction in terms of volume, as most of the transactions are in bulk purchasing. Okay, so another one is consumer to business, consumer to business. So this is C2B. So for this form of e-commerce, individuals use the internet to sell products or service to business organization. Okay, and example for this C2B is like individuals sell their souvenirs to companies through their website or blog. And another one is consumer to consumer. Okay, C2C. So this is between consumer to consumer. This is individuals sell directly to other individuals. Okay, usually like the auction sites such as eBay, ebay.com, lelong.com, and also like the mudah.com, mudah.com.my. Okay, so this is the example of C2C. This is the basic type of B2B, business to business. Like the example of business to the business are like the manufacturer, yeah? Like maybe the Unilever. Okay, so there are four basic type of B2B. The first one is sell side. Yeah? So this one is where there is online and there is one seller to many buyers. So there are three methods which can be undertaken by companies which are selling from the electronic storefront, selling via distributors or intermediaries, and selling through e-auction. Yeah? So selling by distributor, intermediaries, and selling through e-auction. Yeah? The second one is buy side. So this is more on the one buyer to many seller. So the common tools used in this buy side is e-procurement. Okay, if you ever heard about e-procurement, they are like the e-sourcing, e-tendering, reverse auction, internal purchasing, marketplace, and also the group purchasing. Another one is exchanges. So here there are many buyers to many sellers. Okay, the function of the exchange are to match the buyers and sellers, which facilitate transaction and maintain exchange policies and infrastructures. The last one is the supply chain improvement and collaborative commerce. This collaborative commerce and supply chain improvement is where activities such as information sharing, communication, collaboration, share design, and also planning occurred. So among the collaborative commerce application are the vendor managed inventory atau VMI, and retail supply collaboration, collaborative design, and also product development. Others categories of e-commerce include a business to employee. So for this B2E is within the organizations, individual employees, they are able to receive information, service, or purchase product from the company through the intranet. Yeah? Intranet. And second one is government to government, G2G, where here is e-commerce transaction between government agencies such as the federal government and state agencies, ministry and local councils. And government to business, G2B. So here government ministries and agencies conducting business transaction with business organization through tendering system or e-procurement system. So for and next is collaborative commerce. Here business partners and organizations collaborate online, such as vendor managed inventory VMI, and collaborative design and sharing of sales information along the supply chain. Yeah? And e-auction, this is an auction conducted online. So example of the auction site are eBay and lelong.com.my. Mobile commerce, here the use of application and integration of wireless telecommunication technologies and wireless device within the business system domain. Yeah? So this is another type or categories of e-commerce. Component of e-marketplace, so there are consists of the first is buyers, and then merchants. Merchant is individuals and companies who offer their products and services on the web. Goods and services, a network, and then front end. Front end is a web store used by merchants to display their products and interact with potential buyers. Back end is behind the scene business activities by buyers, which include accounting, logistics, inventory management, and procurement from suppliers, and intermediaries. So here is third parties that provide the links between buyers and merchants. Yeah? And there are also electronic catalogs. Here is consists of product information and directories that help merchants to promote and advertise their product and service and enable customer to locate product easily. E-commerce actually is widely used in many areas, okay, such as retailing, travel and tourism, banking and online payment, employment recruitment, and also marketing and manufacturing. So for retailing, this online retailing, or sometimes we call it just e-tailing, is the most popular form of the B2C, business to customers. So actually there are a few ways that e-tailing can be conducted. So based on 2012 categorized the business model by its distribution channel. So first, direct marketing by mail order retails that go online. So firms with direct marketing or mail order business have adopted the online approach to replace the traditional mail order, which involve mailing product catalog to potential customer. And next is direct selling by manufacturers, selling on its website, okay. And then pure play e-tailer. So for this pure play e-tailer is virtual e-tailers that sell direct to customer through their website only. Example here is Amazon and Amazon.com, AirAsia.com, and Dell.com. So here there is no physical store. Okay, and next is click and mortar retailers. Here is like customer can choose to buy the product as a service from their physical store or online store in some cases. So there will be difference in the pricing strategy for both channel. They have the physical store, but they have also the online store. So this is click and mortar retails. Next is internet malls. So they can be referred to as online directories or online malls with shared services. Retailer can choose to link their website with the online directories or to set up their online store in the online malls and use the service provided such as shopping cart, online payment gateways, and delivery and shipment service. Okay, so next is online purchasing decision tools. First is shopping portals, price and quality comparison, so you can compare the price and the quality, and then also the business rating site, and last one is the trust verification sites. Okay, so another e-tailing example like for the travel and tourism. Like travel and tourism is the most popular e-tailing service, okay, that provided online. Okay, this include the air ticket reservation like AirAsia.com, Malaysian Airlines, Firefly, and others airline companies. And then the transportation service, okay, like also the bus, train, taxis, right? and also the accommodation and vacation package, hotel. What else? Like the agoda.com, okay, booking.com, and many else, yeah, about the travel and tourism e-tailing, okay. And then banking and online stock trading, okay. Banking and online stock trading, usually this type application often includes on the providing information about current promotion, account information access and update, and then paying bills, making investment, transferring fund between accounts, account balance checking, and etc. Right? And another one is employment recruitment. Okay, now most of the company using the online website, yeah, to employment recruitment. Okay, job placement site like the jobstreet.com and jobcentral.com, maybe jobsdb.com, yeah. So this is an example also the application of e-tailing, yeah. Travel, employment recruitment, banking, online stock trading, and last is marketing. Okay, so some of the method applied for this e-tailing for marketing is market segmentation research, data collection through email communication, focus group, questionnaire, customer online behavior, web 2.0 tools and application, or maybe online survey, hearing directly from the customer, analyzing transaction log, cookies, web mining, clickstream. Okay, and then the popular tools in marketing for in e-commerce is web advertising. Okay, companies are using web advertising because it is rich in content. It is cheaper than the traditional media, enable personalization, and it's interactive. It has real-time advertisement, and last, it can promote location-based advertising. Okay, so last is about the social commerce. So the social commerce, also known as a social business. Okay, so it refers to the delivery of e-commerce activities and transactions via the social media environment, mostly using the social network and web 2.0 software. Okay, this one of the most popular application of social commerce is social shopping, yeah? Social shopping. So actually this is similar to physical shopping experience, but it can use the social media tools to get the shopper friend involvement, yeah. And then social shopping give consumer a chance to exchange shopping tips with friends, discover new product, increase confidence and trust in online shopping, and also be able to get a good deal via group buying and special promotion. Okay, and the second one is crowdsourcing. Okay, crowdsourcing, according to Hall in 2006, crowdsourcing represents the act of a company or institution taking a function once performed by employees and outsourcing it to an undefined network of people in the form of an open to call. Yeah. So the benefit of this using the crowdsourcing are: first, problem can be explored at a comparatively less cost and time. Organization can tap into wider range of talent globally, create a sense of ownership through contribution and collaboration, and organization gain first-hand insight into their customer feedback and comments. So actually the crowdsourcing is becoming popular as it will help to generate new ideas for the organization. Yeah? So it can perform the crowdsourcing by first identifying the issues or problem at hand. Okay, so enjoying then they must identify target crowd and be broadcast the issue or problem to the unknown crowd. And then in changing the code using the innovative and creative process such as contests, social media tools and others, and help to submit their contents and ideas. So these companies must then evaluate all the submitted ideas and materials. So that's all for this chapter 7 about the e-commerce. So for the summary, we already learned about the overview and basic concept of e-commerce, revenue models of e-commerce, benefits and disadvantage of using e-commerce, categories of e-commerce, e-commerce mechanism, e-marketplace and their components, application of e-commerce for organization, and last one is social commerce and its application. So that's all. Thank you. Assalamualaikum.